Hello, I'm Gareth Walker and I'm here with some post-match reaction to Bradford City's 2-0 victory at home to Crewe today in League 2. We've gone top of the league for the first time in 17 years. Last time we were top of any division was 2008. It's taken a long time. We've finally gone top today, but it's so tight at the top of that table. I think we're only top on goal difference from Port Vale. I think Doncaster can go level on points with us. Walsall are only 1 point behind us, and then there's a 5-point gap to sort of Wimbledon and Notts County. So, yeah, everyone's getting excited, and it is absolutely brilliant to be top of the league, but there's 5 big games to go, and we've achieved nothing yet. I thought today was a fantastic atmosphere. It helped getting that early goal and obviously getting the big crowd behind the team early doors. It was very similar to the Colchester game in terms of atmosphere. The fast start, like I say, really helped. Straight from kick-off, Smallwood, ball up to Kavanagh. His shot hits the post and it comes back to him and he manages to steer it across the point and he puts it into the empty net because the keeper's out of it, having tried to save Kavanagh's shot. I thought Crewe were a threat throughout the game, to be honest. They came to play like Crewe teams always do. And that probably helped us because it allowed us space to play. We know that at Valley Parade our problem has been breaking teams down that set up in a low block and just defend or use the dark arts and waste time and come for a draw. That's been our problem at home. Fortunately, our home form has been good despite that. I think we've only lost twice at home to Doncaster and Tranmere. We could have easily had a point or more out of both of those games. But yeah, it's the away form that's the problem for Bradford City. So back to today's game. After the 1-0, going 1-0 up, I thought it was an even first half. Chances at both ends. Patterson's had a couple. One he's put wide, one he's put over the bar after Kavanagh overhit the ball through to him. Crewe, always a threat, like I say. I don't remember Sam Walker having a lot of saves to make, but they played a lot of good football and carved us open 2 or 3 times. They obviously got the penalty for the handball from Aidan Baldwin. I'm in the cop behind the goal. It looked like it bounced up and hit his hand. It didn't look like his hand was away from his side, so possibly it's a little bit harsh. But what a save that is from Sam Walker. It's probably the biggest moment of the game, probably bigger than the 2 goals, in the respect that it's right in the corner is that penalty, and it's a fantastic save from Sam Walker to get low down to his right-hand side and tip it round the post. It's just a brilliant save, and from that point onwards, it gave the crowd and the team even more belief that we could go on and win that game, because obviously that would have made it 1-1. Crewe were playing really good football, like I say. So yeah, 3 big moments in the game today, that being one of them, on top of the 2 goals. The second half carried on in much the same vein as the first. 2 teams really attacking, really wanting to play good football and create chances. It was end-to-end at times. And then we've scored the second goal. Well, before we scored the second goal, actually, there's been chances at both ends. Crewe have had a goal disallowed for offside. I think Omar Bogle taps it in on the line when he didn't need to. It was an age before the linesman put his flag up, so I don't know what the delay was, because he was clearly offside when he tapped it into the goal, unless the linesman didn't realise that Bogle had tapped it in. But the delay was really, well, frustrating, because we thought he was going to give the goal. He only seemed to put his flag up and disallow the goal when Sam Walker sort of ran towards him screaming that Bogle was offside. So I don't know why it took the linesman so long. It was as though he'd failed to realise he was offside. But yeah, he did disallow it in the end. And then we got the second goal 5 minutes from the end. Before we scored the second goal, we had some chances. Kavanagh's had one, Patterson's had another, Kayla's had one saved on the line. I thought that we were constantly a threat, but Crewe were too. The second goal is when Crewe are pushing forward, looking for an equaliser. The ball breaks. Jamie Walker tries to lob it over the defender into the path of Callum Kavanagh. The defender gets his head to it, but can't head it away from goal and can only flick it on towards his own goal, and Kavanagh runs in, and it's a really cool finish from Kavanagh into the corner. I've commented down the years how so many City strikers miss one-on-ones. Well, Kavanagh looked confident and he stuck it away in the corner. I was pleased for him because he gets a lot of stick, does Kavanagh, but his pressing's phenomenal. His work rate is out of this world. He runs and runs and does a lot of work for the team. I think the problem with him is when he comes off that effort and he comes off that running, which can happen now and again if he gets a little bit selfish. But I know that Graham Alexander's spoken to him about it a couple of times, about focusing on his teamwork and putting the running and the effort in. And when he does that, he's a real threat and a real menace, and he deserved his goal today. So yeah, we've gone top of the league. Like I said, we're level on points with Port Vale. We're top on goal difference. Walsall are 1 point back. Donny are 3 points back, but they have a game in hand, so they can go level on points with us and Port Vale. It's so tight at the top, those 4 teams. And then, like I say, a little bit of a gap, a 5-point gap to Wimbledon, Notts County. The worry for me, yeah, it's brilliant being top of the league. There's 5 games to go. We need to sort our away form out, because if we don't sort our away form out, it's what's going to cost us the automatic promotion spot, one of those top 3 spots. I think that was our second win in 6. The other win in those 6 games being the Colchester game. The home form, touch wood, hasn't been a problem, but we need to start winning away. We know the performances at Accrington and at Port Vale in the last week weren't good enough. That's just symptomatic of where we've been all season. The away form needs to improve. It's odd because in the past our away form's been our strength and our home form has been our weakness. It's totally flipped round this year. If we can pick up a win or a win and a draw away from home and win our home games, then we've got a really good chance. The next home game is Notts County, a week on Thursday, the night before Good Friday. It's a shame, really, that that's been moved to a night game, because it would have been brilliant to be at home on Good Friday and do another ticket offer. I think we're allowed 1 more this season. Clubs are allowed to do 3 and we've done 2. I would have been really tempted to do it for the Notts County game if it was on Good Friday. Whether the club will or not, with it being Thursday night, I don't know. But yeah, we need to go to Swindon next week and get something. We need to sort this away form out if we want to cement our place and continue in the top 3 and have a chance of winning the league, because that's what's going to hold us back. The home form has been really good. It was brilliant today. Onwards and upwards to Swindon next week. Fingers crossed for a turnaround in away form and 3 points. Onwards and upwards with the West Yorkshire Football Show.